Hello, Al Pals. This is Big Al. Welcome to Big Al Presents. My thoughts on The Mandalorian. This is kind of a review and a little bit of ramble, State of the Union address kind of thing, as far as I am concerned. But just letting you know, there's going to be a lot of Mandalorian talk. So before I go any further, caution, possible spoilers. In fact, I know there are spoilers ahead. So if you don't want to know anything about season 3 of The Mandalorian, now is a good time to turn around and come back later. With that being said, here's what I have to say about The Mandalorian and Disney Star Wars in general. Mandalorian season 3 has just concluded in epic fashion. The story of Din Djarin and Grogu, now Din Grogu, will hopefully, I am assuming, continue on in season 4 and beyond. Their story is definitely not ended now that Grogu is a Mandalorian apprentice, no longer a foundling, and Din Djarin's duty as his adopted father is to take his apprentice through the galaxy on adventures as his father did for him. The season was fantastic. I know there have been a lot of naysayers out there nitpicking and trying to drum up fake news that Star Wars is dead. I, for one, have been a fan since the original film in 1977. No one's going to call me a fake fan or a shill for Disney or anything like that. I am a Star Wars fan through and through. I have been, and I'll be one until the day I die, and I am fine with that. There is so much hatred on Disney's handling of the Star Wars franchise, but I'm very happy with what Disney has provided since the unfortunate sequels. I'll be the first to say that the sequel trilogy was bad. It was one good movie, one decent movie but bad Star Wars movie, and then one dumpster fire in Rise of Skywalker. The trilogy was mishandled from the beginning because they had no plan, and sadly, until they renounce them, we can't do anything about it. It's part of canon. You can ignore it for all you want, and that's fine. But most of what Disney has done, other than those three films, and I'll say two films because I still think Force Awakens was not a bad film, it's been pretty exceptional. And I include Solo into that. I am saying Solo's not the greatest movie of all time, but it was a darn good, fun adventure film. So back off. The Mandalorian, from the moment it began, and from the moment you hear those magical Ludwig Göransson themes, I have been of the opinion that it has been the best Star Wars since the original trilogy. And this season is no exception. Everyone that sees a small miscue or a strange episode starts yelling from the rooftops, "See, I told you, Star Wars is dead." They're sorely mistaken. Everything that happened this year played a purpose in the story and the lore of Star Wars. Well, true, Disney screwed up the Skywalker saga, but since Star Wars has become a rich and wonderful viewing experience of expanding its lore outside of that. All I have to say is if you don't enjoy The Mandalorian or anything of the other Star Wars projects right now, that's fine. Don't watch it. But we've got people who aren't watching it or who are watching it just to hate on it, and they keep shouting from the rooftop, "Star Wars is dead, Star Wars is dead." And to me, I think these people are like Chicken Little, who are just yelling that the sky is falling. I think people would be better served not worrying about who said this or that at Disney or who is in control or what the cadre of YouTube rumor mongers are saying. If you don't want to watch it, fine. Then start talking about something else. Babylon 5, Stargate, Star Trek, if you're still interested in that. And quite frankly, I still am and look very forward to the final frontier. Um, Many people have dedicated a huge chunk of their lives trying to convince everyone else that Star Wars is terrible, I'm here to say Star Wars is alive and well. It is thriving, it is strong, and The Mandalorian is leading the charge. It's a wonderful franchise within itself, a wonderful part of the Star Wars universe and the galaxy far, far away. And I'm already looking forward to much, much more. The 3 seasons of The Mandalorian to me are 5-star entertainment. Perfect? No. There have been a couple mediocre episodes, like any show has. I still think the weakest episode of The Mandalorian was in season 1, and I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this is all about. This season had standalone episodes dealing with Dr. Pershing, and they had the appearance of Jack Black and Lizzo in an episode, and those episodes were very interesting and fun, and I believe there'll be more payoff in them later. I actually watched them, unlike some people out there who don't bother to watch it, and you know, or just hear about it, or they watch the same anti-Disney channels and decided that they're an expert on it. Quite frankly, Star Wars is fine. Long live the Mandalorian. This is the way. Now, I do want to say, like I said, I thought season 3 of The Mandalorian was fantastic and it was epic. Some of the high points for me were the retaking of Mandalore and actually seeing Mandalorians fighting in aerial combat, live action. That was awesome. We had the reintroduction of R5D4, an original droid from A New Hope, and he shows that a bad motivator isn't going to slow him down. We see the deepening of the relationship between Din Djarin and now Din Grogu as father and son, mentor and apprentice, just two beings who love each other very much. And seeing who saved Grogu during Order 66. Ahmed Best as Jedi Kelleran Beck. Ahmed Best, who was vilified because he dared play Jar Jar Binks. And thankfully, real Star Wars fans are so happy for him that they have brought him in and have given him such an important corner of the universe to call his own. The introduction of some new and interesting characters like Captain Bombardier and the Duchess. That's right, Jack Black and Lizzo themselves finding a lot of people, you know, busting and insulting on them. I thought they were charming and I thought, brought a lot to that episode. Got to see Christopher Lloyd as Hellgate, a villain who did a callback to Count Dooku and the Separatists. Kind of nice to bring in some of the old prequel lore. We got to see the live action Zeb from Rebels. I know this is not going to be the last time we see him, especially since they're going to be bringing Ezra and other characters from Rebels in, and I can't wait. Wait, a lot of people are hating on Ahsoka already. I am looking forward to it, um, as true Star Wars fans should be. And we got to see the space whales, the Purgles, also from Rebels. Such a beautiful special effects shot, and that's the Mandalorian's N1 fighter, and that little speck there, and it gives you a good idea how big those things are. Seeing him in hyperspace and Grogu just being awestruck by them. I can't wait. I hope they bring them into the story a bit more. And of course, this is for you, Professor Geek and Sound Engraver, Captain Pillion is now live action. God bless the the lore of the heir to the empire is being put into play. Maybe not the way you would like it, but hey, Gilad Pelion is here, and I couldn't be happier. Frankly, season 3 had fantastic special effects, beautiful music, and the cinematography was epic. And I think that The Mandalorian is a rich and beautiful series. I can't wait to see more of these characters and creatures. I mean, we get to see the mythosaur, we get pirates, we get to see Grogu pilot his own little mech from an assassin droid. Uh, didn't last long, but hey, it was cool while it lasted. So yes, Star Wars Mandalorian is alive. It is well. I am so glad that this exists. It brings me so much joy. Can't wait for Ahsoka. Can't wait for more Book of Boba Fett. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And I really hope some people listened all the way through this. Oh, and by the way, yes, Mandalorian season 3, 5 stars. So if you're a hater, deal with it. Because I I I listen. Sometimes I catch echoes and flowing in the wind, and I do not understand a thing they're talking about. Half the time they're wrong, and the other half they're mistaken. So take that for what it will. Yeah, I know that pretty much means the same thing, but that's fine. I hope you like this little rant slash review hybrid kind of a video. It's just stuff that's been on my mind recently, and you know, listening to what other people have to say about it. And I just thought it was time that I just gave my opinion about it. So, if you're a Star Wars fan and you're loving what they're doing, awesome. Keep watching, keep supporting, and I hope you enjoy every series that is yet to come. If you hate Star Wars and anything that Disney's doing, stop watching, please. Why are you wasting your life watching something you hate? It's pointless. Uh, so I hope you like this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Big Al Presents, I really hope you do so. More reviews, rewatches, and rambles in weeks and months to come. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And share it around out there to the people who do love Star Wars and want to hear someone on YouTube actually happy about the franchise. So that is all I have to say right now. So whatever you are watching out there, be it The Mandalorian or whatever, find something to enjoy, please. Don't go around hating on stuff all the time. That's that's just my 2 cents. Take care, everyone, and until next time, this is the way.